So this build is going to be one build, and you can set it up 4 different ways to help out your teammates. And to help out your teammates would basically be whatever you want on your backpack for your talent. Now, the last one I'm going to show y'all is basically a troll build, but it's similar to the same one. So what we've tried to find out is what could boost our team's survivability, reload speeds, damage, all that kind of stuff in the game. And this is what I've come up with for a team support type build. So first of all, the build is going to be based around the crossbow. Why is because we want that outgoing healing, and the med pack helps out for nearby allies. So with this, that's pretty much it. Now you could use the firewall if you wanted to, but that would be personal, but it's not really going to help your teammates out. The other one you use is the sniper rifle, because that's just going to keep you from dying with the status. But the main one we want to use is a crossbow to help our teammates. That med pack, you just can't beat it. Now as for the weapons, the eagle bearer and the shield splinter. Now on the troll one, we're going to use the pyromaniac, okay, and the eagle bearer. But mainly your eagle bearer is going to be your main one. So you're going to get this in the raid from, I believe, dark hours. Now as for stats, we're sitting at 48 and 120. Yeah, it's not a whole lot of crit damage, so this build isn't going to hit, but it's going to help support your team. So you can trade off a little bit of crit chance, say 1 mod for 6%, and gain maybe 12% more in crit damage if you wanted to. On this one here, that would still be the exact same. We're trading crit chance, gain a little bit more crit damage if you wanted. Now, as for the build itself, we do want this pistol, because if we ever do get that, that's going to help our teammates out as well, because they're going to give out that extra crit chance and crit damage. We want the orbit pistol. Okay, now we have all weapon damages. To show y'all this, I don't have anything on the shield splinter yet, but all weapon damages, there it is. And we do have 30% for assault rifle damage bonus right now. Shotgun and SMG just as a good backup idea. Now I was basing this whole build trying to figure out how to make the catharsis work best. I was noticing that no repair skills or anything like that really helped the piece right here when it drops the chem. So I tested out some armor regen and a few other things, and I saw that the armor regen, the more armor regen we had, the higher or the faster that this thing healed us up if we were in the cloud. So on top of that, being able to lose the damage, we can actually gain more damage, because the more damage we take, because the armor regen works, allows us to use that catharsis mask even more. So I tested out the piece of Fenris. Yes, it was hitting, but we weren't hitting a lot of crit chance, so we had to use the Seska. Now the Seska on here, of course, is going to be armor regen, crit damage with the crit chance mod, or if you find one with crit chance and you can put crit damage mod in there, just as good. But the talent that we're going to work around is, for the main one, is adrenaline rush, because we want that survivability. So if a player does push up on us, we are allowed to get that adrenaline rush to kind of block a few more of his shots while we try to put the med pack on. Now this build I have hesitated on putting out because of this chest piece right here, because beforehand everybody was doing the chest swap thing. I was not trying to mess with that shit, so I've been finally, now that that's been patched, we're using this now. Again, perfect efficient, and the med pack from the crossbow just really helps your teammates out. You're probably never going to use up your med packs, and if you do, they might drop another one out there. So this right here, you're basically just your team's medic without having to have a medic nearby. You're just keeping them alive. So as you can see, we're going to swap away, because also there's that 10-second delay on here. I think the devs added that before. As you can see, it's right down here, so that way you couldn't really do the chest swap piece. Now that 10-second delay, I might be wrong on this, because again, I try to avoid this chest piece like the plague, so I may be wrong. But as you can see, it's gone now. We had to wait 10 seconds, so we technically could swap away, put unbreakable after that, but you have a 10-second to arm talent on here now. I haven't seen that before on this, so again, I might be wrong. Someone might correct me, but again, I never really messed with this stuff until now. But as you can see, we have a lot of armor regen, so we're allowed to get this off, and watch how fast it comes back with the med pack. So that med pack right there will also boost our teammates. So as we take damage with the catharsis and that, and all this armor regen that's on the build, because we have the 2-piece Golan, that's going to allow us to have our own personal survivability to get that med pack off in time to help our teammates out. Now you can find pieces that you can roll to armor and weapon damage, that's fine. It's your choice on how much armor you want. Now, as for the Murakami knee pads, they're pretty much a must to get that extra armor regen in there. But the cool part is that skill duration is going to help these out later on, and I'll explain why later on. But because if Heartbreaker cannot stack on the decoy, that's going to be beneficial now to actually use decoys. But the booster hive I have on is to help out our other teammates so they can avoid status, as well as yourself. Now the mask will drop the chem to get rid of the status on you, but you want to help your teammates out with the hive to help them to make sure that they can avoid status. Again, this is a team-based build. This is to help keep your teams alive, and that's pretty much it. You know, you're the support role. Now we can damage ourselves like this, and you've probably seen other videos where people damage themselves with the fire. But see, we still have the moment, or the adrenaline rush. We have to take that off to get the status effect, and then we can med up instantly, give our teammates nearby that extra damage, or not extra damage, but extra survivability. So as you can see, we dropped the catharsis piece there. That would have got rid of our personal status, but at the same time, we're still able to med up inside this. So let's take this thing all the way down. Take it down.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
All right, now we got the catharsis mask pretty much maxed out. So if we're sitting at a maxed out catharsis mask, this is the type of damage we're looking at, 305. Again, this is not a lot of damage, okay? Your job is a support role with this build to help your teammates out. So 305 is not bad for headshots. Plus the booster hive, if we were to drop it and give ourselves that boost, we're going to get better accuracy, faster reload speed, everything to help our teammates and ourselves out. So you can see, what was it, 275 max. So if we drop that chem, as you can see, that chem's like trying to heal us up really fast. Like, look at that. That's the armor regen with the catharsis drop. Extremely fast. I mean, I don't know what the numbers are, but it was, from what I was looking at the armor pieces coming back, it was way more than, like, at least 4% armor regen what I have on here. It was definitely close to like 6 or 7. But anyway, that's this build. Now I'm going to go to the next one. Now, rather than adrenaline rush, you can go with overclocked. Now, overclock's going to help your teammates out with the reload speed. So they'll be able to beat other players to the bullet on this. And plus, you're giving them the booster hive. You're also going to take away their status and give them faster reload on top of that. So they're just going to basically be quick, instant reloads. On top of this, you're also going to shorten their skills down even more so they can get them back even faster. So having overclock on is not a bad suggestion either with this build. Now this one here, we have companion. Now this is how you get yourself personal damage out. Okay, rather than using adrenaline rush, we're going to use companion. Now with companion, you have to be near a teammate or near a skill. So since we're using the booster hive to help our teammates out and a decoy, plus we're trying to be near our teammates as well to give them the heals, we're going to get this extra damage out and the survivability and help them out as well. So that's the only trade-off, is where you can trade the backpack talent. So you can see we got companion right here. And not only that, you can also shoot the player's decoy, like shooting this right here for tenacity to give yourself some more survivability. That's another good reason why we're using the Eagle Bearer. Forgot to mention that earlier. Now, as for the last build, this is the troll version of this build. It's literally the exact same. The only difference is we're putting this mask on, a Golan one right here. Make sure you have the crit chance in there, crit damage. Now, as for the holster, we are using this holster for one reason. Because when we status affect somebody, we give our teammates an extra 10% damage on that target by using the crossbow. So for the weapon, we're going to use a pyromaniac. Now I don't currently have one, so I'm just kind of pointing out some different changes on this build. Now as for the backpack, we're using creeping death. So if you wanted to, you could even put on the fire starter chem launcher to put them on fire, or a riot foam to keep the player in place, and that will also spread to the other teammates that are nearby. This is going to kill those skill build players who are in the DZ just by these pieces alone. Now the creeping death, as you can see, watch this, walk right up, boom, all 6 of those were on fire, and wow, it killed them really quick. Even though it's on easy, that killed them really quick. So when we set them on fire, those little guys using glass cannon and those little guys that are using status or skills or something like that, or even all red glass cannon, you set those little suckers on fire, they're going to die. And plus, on top of that, when they're set on fire, your teammates are going to get an extra 10% damage on those players while they're status affected. So that's another way to just troll players. See, boom, they're on fire. Those would be the players that we have to be fighting. We get our eagle bearers, so that way they don't get any damage on us. We got the tenacity going, and then still with the damage, you're going to get this type of regen. Med up, nearby players, boom, they get heals. So also by setting players on fire, as you can see, we're going to set them back on fire over there here in a few seconds. So whoosh, once they're on fire, they can't shoot. So this is a great troll build. So by setting those little suckers on fire, creeping death, and spreading to all the nearby players, they can't shoot, allowing your teammates to actually do damage against them. So that's the troll version of this build.